One major challenge that you will face when making Scotch eggs is the difficulty of rolling your eggs into your beef or sausages or whatever you'll be using. Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be showing you a secret in this video that will make it so easy to rolling your eggs into whatever you'll be using for your Scotch egg. And such Scotch egg will be the easiest thing you'll be making. Now, these are the ingredients I'm using. I'm using my spices, my breadcrumbs. I'm using 500 grams of beef, my raw eggs, which I'm going to be using differently than 5 eggs. I'm going to mix the first part of the raw eggs. This is just one big egg, one large egg. And I'm going to add a little bit of my egg, my raw egg, into my shredded beef. I would say like 2 tablespoons. I actually didn't measure, but looking at it, it shouldn't be more than 2 tablespoons. So you don't want to add more than 2 tablespoons to 500 grams of flour. Add in your spices. You can decide to add in pepper. You can decide to add in curry. Just add in your spices, but make sure you do not overdo it with your spices. Now I'm adding like 2 tablespoons of my flour alongside with the eggs. This is just to get my shredded beef easy for me to manage. I added more flour because it was still sticky. I wanted to minimize it from sticking, so I added more flour. Then after mixing it to this consistency, I realized that it was easy for me to cut through my beef without stress. So it felt more like a dough than a beef. Then I knew that the beef was perfect for me to start rolling in my eggs into my beef. If this is your first time of stopping by my channel, you're so welcome. And if you've been here before, good to have you here once again. And if you haven't subscribed, do subscribe to Debbie's Kitchen, do like and share, do comment. And those of you that have subscribed, thank you so much for your subscription. We do not take it for granted at all. I actually dusted my palm with flour. If you're going to be using just your hands without gloves, make sure they're properly washed and dust with flour. Then I added a little bit of flour. After flattening my beef, then I placed my egg and rolled it into my beef. It was so easy for me to roll in. In fact, it felt more like a dough than beef. So using the secret you saw in this video, you will not have challenges making your Scotch egg ever again. Now, after rolling it, I went for that to dust my palm with flour just to make sure to minimize my Scotch eggs from sticking to my palms and to get it well put together. So I'm going to set it aside. You can see how smooth and neat the Scotch egg is looking, and all of them are looking so neat and so beautiful. I'm going to go on now to roll them into the other portion of my raw eggs and into my breadcrumbs. You can decide to get your breadcrumbs from your local store, or you can make them at home by blending cornflakes or blending dried bread that you have baked in your oven until dry. Now I'm just going to roll my eggs into my Scotch eggs, raw Scotch eggs now into the raw eggs and further into my breadcrumbs. I'm going to make sure that it is covered all the way through in my breadcrumbs. You can see how easy it was for me to lift. It's not sticking. I don't need anything. As in, the secret is something that you shouldn't joke with. If you want to make Scotch egg, make sure you do that. If not, because you're using beef or any protein, you find out how everything will be so hard for you to roll in your eggs. But using this secret, making Scotch egg will be a breeze. So now this is the last one. I'm just going to go now to add in more breadcrumbs into this last one. My breadcrumbs, they're almost finished, and I'm saying no, you must carry me till the end. So I have to just pack it with my hands and pour it on top of the last one to make sure it is covered all the way through. Now our Scotch eggs are ready and ready to fry. Have you watched till this point? You haven't thumbs up this video, do thumbs up this video, do like and share. And if you're a returning subscriber or a returning watcher, you have always watching my videos and you do not subscribe, please consider subscribing and tell me if you're going to be trying out this recipe in the comment section. I'm adding them into fairly hot oil. Your oil shouldn't be too hot. Stir continuously. You can see when I added it, the color was reddish in color because of course it was raw beef, but you're going to fry, stirring continuously until the color changes from red to dark brown. You know your Scotch eggs, they are ready. Take them out of the oil, set them in a sieve or salver to strain excess oil. You should fry this between 5 to 8 minutes on medium heat, stirring continuously. So now we are going to cut through our Scotch eggs and find out if they are properly cooked on the inside. They are so beautiful, and make sure you don't fry on high heat. If not, your Scotch egg will cook on the outside while being raw on the inside. Remember, when we covered our eggs in our beef, it was red in color. You can see how brown it looks after cutting even all the way through into the Scotch egg. That's to tell you that your Scotch eggs are properly cooked. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I going to be trying out this recipe. To like and share and comment, and see you in my next one. God bless you.